Ginger Beach Studio is not a channel for kids. If you are not 18 years or older, please click off. If you cannot handle the occasional cussing or get your feelings hurt easily, this channel is not for you. Please do yourself a favor and click the fuck off now. Thanks. Okay, love you, bye.
Hello, sweeties. Oh my gosh. Crazy project, jumping in here in the middle for video for you because I tried to spare you from all the boring parts. Like, legit boring. Even speeding them up, not going to work. I was given, would you call it a chunk? A chunk of leather? A measure of leather? I don't know. Yay much. By yay tall. See? And what I've done is taken Lucy, my Webster's Travels Notebook cover here, because I love her, and thought I'd give it a go as to A, making my own, and B, actually learning to use the Speedy Stitcher sewing awl. You've seen me use this part a million times for poking holes, right? It's sharp AF. Always poking something. But yeah, I finally decided I should actually learn how to use the dang thing, because I know it's a ultimate handy tool, but I couldn't figure out how they got, you know, just poking holes, because in a sewing machine you have the stitch come up, the bobbin from down below. Well, I'll do it this way. Say this is the top needle on your sewing machine, right? As it pokes down, it catches, the bobbin catches around, making a loop around this one, and each one, it does that, and that's how you get your locking stitches across, right? So it looks like these teeny tiny things here, right? But you have to have the two that work in unison. I had no idea how this freaking worked, because it's not like a latch hook or a crochet hook. It's like, how does that even work? So I pulled out the instructions, as one should, and I understand how it works. Now it's time to actually do it. So I've cut down the leather, and the reason this was handed to me is because it's too thin and flimsy for sheaths for knives, right? But it's still a decent chunk. I have no idea what grade of leather it is or what weight. It's very raw and grungy, and it's got this funky texture to it that peels if you scratch on it or anything. So I don't know if I want to like stain it or dye it or something. The other side looks like cork, but it feels rougher than that. I wonder if you could make a strop out of that. It might not be thick enough though. I don't know. But yeah, I've held on to it for, oh, what? Months now, almost a year, because I'm pretty sure I could do this with it. So what I did was lay out my roll painstakingly, set Lucy on there like so, figured out how much I needed for, I wanted these type of covers or pockets in the front and back, so I figured that out. I'm not adding all of this. I figured for a beginner project that might just be enough to make me run away screaming. And I think I should have, I'm not sure how they did theirs. No, it looks like it was stitched inside out and then flipped. I'm not sure. But mine, I just folded over. I probably should have cut those pieces singularly and then just stitched them together. But I don't know, we'll see. The reason I say that is because here, I don't know, can you see that gap at the edge there? I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that tight enough through stitching to have it lay flat, like exactly flat. I didn't score the inside either. I probably should have done that before I poked holes. And yeah, I just took the awl very, very carefully all the way around and just poked holes through both layers here. That's what this is here. And obviously I didn't measure or mark or anything. I'm not too worried about it. I probably should have poked from the outside towards the inside though, I'm thinking. Yeah, and I still have to put a center punch hole and 2 holes top and bottom, because I am going to do the run of 4 elastics. I believe it'll be 4 elastics. Down the centers there to hold books. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. If all else fails, I'll just turn it into a regular book cover, like for a journal or something, which will hold quite a stout book. It should make a decent book cover. Okay, before I got on here though, I was fighting with getting this. Okay, what is it called? Let me do it officially. This is the chuck lock. You will not believe what it took for me to get this undone. Or loose, anyway. Oh, hey. Oh, that's cute. It's missing a needle, but it does in fact have a second needle option of the curved variety. I don't know if you can see that or not. See? Okay, we're not using that one though. I'm going to keep it in there and hope it doesn't get all hung up in this thread. Now, from what I understand, that's almost ready to go, because there's a spool bobbin thingy in here. You poke it up through this hole. That's supposed to actually wrap around your tension. Is it a tension knob? What is that called? Tension post. My bad. Okay, and then down through this threaded groove in the wood, yes. And then under this ferrule, which is actually attached. Okay, this shiny bit has a hole in it here, which is where your thread comes out. Now, there's a giant groove. That's going to be impossible to see, huh? Giant groove in this chunk of needle here, or before the needle. But that's where that's all supposed to lay. Straight through there, through that. Okay. Well, we're going to give it a go and see what happens. So that would have to sit right there. So that will go... Oh, that's going to be a pain. I'm using the wax thread that originally came with the thing, which is ridiculously old from my understanding by this point, but we'll see, see if we can't make it fly. Could work, might not work. I like experiments. There we go. Okay. I don't know how much tension that's supposed to have, because that... Nope, we just lost a needle. So I can't even get that undone. Ugh. Alright, hang on. Hang on. Oh, there we go. It's just really stiff. Alrighty. I don't know if I need the tension post to get started. Good lord. Okay. Stick the spare needle back in its hole. Yeah. Over here, away from the thread. And we're going to stick, let's see, we're going to poke the thread through the big hole, hopefully. Wants to get caught on everything. There we go. We're going to stick that back on there. Watch for these needles, they are stupid sharp. Okay, make sure our chuck thingy, make sure everything's all aligned. Chuck thingy. I'm already screwing up what things are called. Ugh. Yeah, and that was crazy times. So, oh, hey. Now, it's my understanding, we're going to chuck the instructions aside until we need them. There's all sorts of, like, vices and leather tools and stuff, cool stuff to use to do such projects. I don't have any of those. So I'm going to try and do without. If I get hung up though, I'm thinking a couple C-clamps and I don't know, maybe a chunk of wood on each side and C-clamp or something. That should work. Don't know. Oh, hey, that threads. If you pull it real tight, you get you start stripping the wax off your thread. Note to self. Now we know. Okay, but it's my understanding, as far as getting a lock stitch where you poke this through and this catches, and poke the next one, this catches, that thing, what they've done, and I don't know how speedy it is, I imagine once you get better at it, it'll be fine. You pull out as much thread as you think you'll need for your tail, which I'm going to do kind of a cheaty, oh yeah, that should be plenty. Okay. I have no idea how you're going to see, I'm going to have to zoom way in, I think. See, now I don't know if you're supposed to come from the top. That would be the top on a typical sewing machine. See, I've made it too technical in my head, so I've put it off forever. I don't know if that's going to weigh enough. That one should. Yeah, this is a don't do as I do project, I think. Okay, from what I understand, pull out more thread than, or as much thread as you think you're going to use for the project at hand, and then a little bit more. Oh yeah, that totally pulls wax. Wow. This is crazy, crazy sharp. I've used this so many times, and each time you'll see me actually using a book or something underneath, or a cutting board or something, because it pokes holes in cutting boards. It's that crazy sharp. Okay. So what we're going to do is find my first crazy hole here, very gently. See if I can't realign them now that I've moved it. Ugh. I'm going to poke it all the way through, figure out which one of those I need. I'll pull the wrong one just because that's Murphy's Law, right? Okay, that should be the one from here, so the one hiding on the back side. It's my understanding the more you do this, the easier it becomes, the quicker you get at it, right? Is that the one I want or that one? Oh, I don't know. That one looks like that's a groove in the actual nail, so that's got to be not the one I want. Alright, one of these has to come out. I'm thinking it's this one. There we go, there's our tail. Okay, we're going to pull the tail all the way through, is my understanding. Ta-da! Okay, and then we're going to start back in the all out. Supposed to make some kind of loop or something, which will make a knot, right? So we're going to poke this up through here to apparently make a knot of some sort, like so. Well, it didn't really matter, it pulled it all the way through. I'm going to get a second one going. Well, I could tie the first one to the second one. Pretty sure I can do that. Push it all the way through, pull it out a little till it makes this loop. There we go. Okay. I don't think it matters if you go poke it from top to bottom or not. Yeah, hey. Now we're getting somewhere. Making a mess, that's what I'm doing. Got it all wrapped around my needle here. What is going on? Ow. Maybe it does matter, top to bottom, because this side's hideous. Okay, before we get too terribly involved, Let's undo that nonsense. The top side, well, what I thought would be the back side, does in fact look like the top. The pretty stitching. If you're not sure what I mean by that, look at any of your stitch, well, that's serged. Any of your stitch clothing, and one side usually will look much nicer than the other. Alright, give me a second to untangle my chisel here. Oh, I see. That gets all twisty. I don't know if that's supposed to happen or not. Okay. Alrighty. Now we've got a feel for what we're doing. We turn it this way. This is the outside of my cupboard. This is the inside of my cupboard. So, the laundry's going to have to wait, dang it. Okay. So this time I'm going from the inside to the outside. Figure out which one I need to pull through. Which one ye be? This one? Please be this one. That would make life better. Dogs are on crack today. Come in cloudy and they're all just bleh. Okay, why? Now there are YouTube videos on how to do this. Of course they'll make it look easy and whatever. You know? It's funny how that happens with YouTube videos. Why are you not working with me? Okay, that's there. Okay, that's this side for sure. Alrighty. I may have to pull out a pocket knife. Please do be careful if you're using one of these. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be bleeding somewhere by the time this is done. Blood, sweat, and tears. If one of those things hasn't happened, it's not a worthwhile project. Okay, apparently I'm going to have to put some more fingernails on. Alright, hang on. Sure, you're not supposed to do that either. Very gently. You'll notice I'm pointing my pocket knife towards my wrist. Don't do that. There we go. Yay! Praise be to Jeeves. Good Lord. What are we? Almost 20 minutes in. Hey, she figured out how to get the string. Alright, let me put that away. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, see if we can remember what we just started. Try to get some kind of something standing up here. Let's see. I'm not going to worry about the knot in the first one because I want that. Tied up through that one, poke it through the second hole, pull it back a little bit till it makes that there. That there squishy loop. Okay. And then we feed that end through there. Right, pull it taut from both sides now. I don't like how it looks on the back. Don't know if that's correct or not. Ugh. Wow, that feels really, really tight. Hang on. Well, it's supposed to be taut. I don't know how tight their thing is supposed to be. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Okay, poke it through, back it up. There's our loop. Put our loose tail end through the loop. Pull it taut on both sides. Oh, I see. Oh. Now I'm going to go back. Let's see, that's 1, 2. I'm going to back it up on itself as I would with a sewing machine. Just to get a tight end going. Oh wait, back it up. Oh yeah, you definitely have to back it up. Push it through, back it up till it makes a loop. That's what catches this part. So technically we're doing a back stitch. Okay, I'm not sure about this whole tension thing here. And I probably, let's see, push it through, back it up till it makes this loop here. Find the tail end. Up through there. Pull it taut. Well, it's not as hideous as it was. The back is hideous, I think. And I'm going to have to go through again. So we just did 2 stitches forward and back. I'll come forward again and we'll continue. So just like if you're on a sewing machine, or at least the way I sew on a sewing machine, which is probably not correct either. Mrs. Smith and all my other home ec teachers would probably shoot me. Of course, in fairness, I did not pull that. Oh, wasn't paying attention. There we go. In fairness, I did skip an awful lot of home ec. An awful lot. School wasn't my thing, man. Okay. Yep, that's going to be tight. We're going to have to finagle it. Okay, if you can figure out a vise or something to hold said leather project up, you're probably going to have a lot more success with it. I don't like that at all. Okay, back that up. Okay, so what I'm noticing, this whole thing, this is twisty, and the thread wraps around the needle, so I don't know, like way too much. I don't know what I'm doing to achieve that, but not a fan. Okay, let's push that through, back it up a minute. Tail up through the dealie. Technical term, dealie. Okay, so the first 2 stitches are done, backed up and taut, and I'm going to do my best. Ugh. Okay, there's something to do with that as far as tension. See if I can't figure it out. Oh, don't taut but not. Wait, did I jump ahead? I may have jumped ahead. It came out there, caught it again here. No, that's right there. So then, what the problem is? I don't know. I have a feeling the back end of this is going to be ghetto. Okay, push needle through. It's not going as far as I'd like for it to, because you're supposed to push it all the way through. And then back it up until it makes a loop. And grab your end. Shove it up through the loop. Oh, here we go. Now we're going to get caught on stuff. Pull it taut. Okay, it's just a tension issue. When you pull this back, I can feel it pulling in here, but I don't know. You're supposed to have this wrapped around the tension post here, but I'm wondering... Oh, and it's not. It's come undone. What? Maybe that's the issue. Don't know. Let's see then. Yes, I can see how it's doing and twisting and catching the loops. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Can you see what it's doing there? This is the back side. It's catching the loops from the front side. Don't know. Of course, again, I've gone with neutral colours that are ridiculously hard to see. Okay, so that's there. So this would be the next one. Okay, I think what I've done is put my holes way too far apart. Although it shouldn't be too terrible of an issue on account of... So no, I just need more. Yeah, I'm not sure how to fix that tension issue there. Okay, if any of you have done this or whatever, have tips, used one of these, let me know. Because I'm feeling this is way more struggle than it's supposed to be. Because I'm pretty sure this whole flopping around thing is not helping. For sure. Okay. Yep, now I'm going to start getting stuck on everything. Okay, so we pushed it through, we backed it up enough to make a loop. We pushed the tail end through said loop. Okay, the tension thing's really starting to bug me now. I don't know how to do that easier. Because that is not near as tight on the front end as I'd like it to be. And I don't know, that's all supposed to be wrapped up like that anyway. Don't know why it would be. Because yeah, something's gone awry. That's where it was twisted. See, and the thread out of here isn't directly through the needle. It's still caught up back here somewhere. So one of those has to be off from tension, right? Is that what that means? It might do. Because I've got no pull, no give there to get to the next hole. Alright, the tension thing might not be working for me. I don't know. Come on. No, I'll definitely hang up at the beginning. Alright, I'm going to get off of here and play with it some and figure out where I just screwed that up. Because I don't know. At any rate, we've got the beginning figured out. See? It's not pretty, for sure, but it is begun. So we've got the basic idea, we just got to figure out this tension tangly thing here, right? And possibly a better system to hold this, because that's not helping. I'll be back when I figure this out and show you how to do it, hopefully a little more correctly. Yeah? Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I figured it out. I tore all of this apart again, and where that channel is in the needle was backwards to the channel in the ferrule. So I took the needle out, flipped it around, stuck it back down, which I did with pliers, which I don't like to do on needles generally because slip hazard or putting sharp marks on the needle, I typically try to avoid. But I couldn't just pull it out because that sharp piece that holds it really, really works well. So I've gone back, I started as we did, and we're just chuffing right along now. So figured I'd catch you up as to where we left off mostly. I've got the first top edge here done. But yeah, now it works way better. Way better. There's English. So yeah, I'm just poking it through all the way, which is what pulls through your tension now that it works. Back the needle out a hair. Grab the end of your tail. I've been poking it up through there, pull it here, hold this piece taut, pull it all the way back, and then both sides I've been given a bit of a tug. Now this part will be interesting because now we're going to turn and go around the corner. I should be able to pull those off now and show you this is the front. As you can tell, I didn't measure, it's not straight whatsoever. And this is the back. Now, I'm not sure that's going to be tight enough over time, and yeah, this was pretty much a test though, so the theory is sound, it just needs some work, some practice to pretty it up. But again, I can always undo this later. If I need that, I see the value in having tools and vices and things that do in fact hold it though. Let's see what we can't get going here. Okay, so we're going to poke that gently. Gently! Ugh. All the way through. Pull the needle out a little so we make this loop here. Put our tail. And your tail end, your tail thread stays on this side. You've got your needle all contraption on this side, your tail stays on this side at all times. Yes? Give it a tug. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. And gently. And I am so glad that I pre-punched holes. Okay, let's go further. All the way. Back it out to make this loop here, which we stick our tail end under, pull it through, pull it tight, and we're going to keep going like so. And for sure I would have, had I done anything different, definitely would have cut this pocket piece separate from the cover and sewn them flat together. Probably should have done that, but that's okay. Okay, pull both of those taut. Yee, the edge is not pretty at all. Did I miss a hole? Oh, I missed a hole. I missed a hole. Does that matter? I don't think so. It's just one long stitch. No, that's going to bug me. Yeah, it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is poke our tail end. I'm going to pull it out. Yes, I just pulled it to this side, but that's because we're going to pull it back over here. real easy if you mess up to fix it, which is nice. Okay, go back to the hole we missed. There we go. Ugh, pull it taut. Now go in the hole that we had. All the way through, back it up. And yeah, they're absolutely correct. Once you get the hang of it, it is stupid easy to do. So I feel kind of silly putting it off learning how to use it for so long, but it is what it is. It's funny how we do that, right? Thinking something's way bigger or harder or more difficult than it actually is. That's just silly. Punch your needle all the way through, back it up. Excuse me. Okay, pull it through, pull it taut. In that hole, in the second hole, all the way through is the trick. Halfway through doesn't give you that pretty loop there to put your tail through. Pull it taut. And we've got a heck of a buckly thing going here, but that's because my leather is, it's not that it's soft so much as it's just really, it's not sturdy, I guess, or stout or something. And that, my friends, oh yeah, that's hideous, but it works. So as far as proof of concept goes, it does in fact work. And there's the back, which again, muy hideous. That corner, or is it that corner loop there, is freaking hilarious. And I didn't round my corners. Probably should have. But yeah, I'm gonna go and sit and do this and finish, and I'll come back and show you when it is done, okay? But yeah, we figured it out. Yay! Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, you guys, I think I have it figured out. I did this first side. Was gonna do both and then just come back, but I really have to show you how stupid easy this is. This took me 10 minutes. After I fixed it and did that little bit with you, the rest of it just took me 10 minutes. So, yeah, and again, it's not pretty. I really would suggest getting whatever tools to help hold it. I ended up sitting on the couch with it between my knees, you know, as you do. So, we're going to do this side. We're going to pull enough thread. Ugh. It does shave the wax off of it, which is really weird. Okay, no, I think I want more than that, just for giggles. That should do. Okay, let's see. I went from the inside to the out, which is correct. I really wish I had have marked and done everything better. You know, measured and marked before punching holes. Okay, I'm going to try and do it this way. Okay, where are we at here? I'm hoping that's it should be enough. Okay. So, we're going to poke it all the way through. On this particular one, we're going to pull the tail through. Yeah, and the thread sits down in that groove. That's not the one that you want to pull, which we've learned. See, we've learned things here today. Took a minute. We did some troubleshooting. Okay, that is really stout right there. Ugh. Okay, well, let's try a pen. Maybe a pen will help. Just pull that thread. There we go. get enough of a grab on it. Okay, let's see. All the way through. This is our tail side. I'm sure it's got a technical term. Okay, I'm going to pull this through. I'm not going to tie it off till I get in the second one. All the way through, back it up till you get that sexy little loop right there. Grab your tail, shove it through there. Make sure you're not tangled on all your stuff. Pull that through, pull it taut. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go back and forth on this end this time. I don't think we need to. Okay, shove your needle all the way through, back it up till you have a loop. This tail up through here, pull it taut. And that's it, my friends. How cool is that? Takes longer to track down the tail of your thread than it does to stitch, which is interesting. Okay, pull it through, pull it taut through both layers, on both sides, all the way through. So yeah, if you give it a go, at least with a leather, I definitely recommend marking your holes evenly and make them all pretty when you punch them. I definitely recommend pre-punching holes because I think this would take a heck of a lot longer and be a lot messier if I was trying to punch holes as I went, even though I did use the awl to punch the holes. Yeah, that took a minute. Okay, I'm going to do that all the way through, back it up till you have a loop, track down the end, pull it through, pull it taut, look, ta-da! So yeah, 2 thumbs up, would recommend. And again, with practice and, you know, proper tools as far as the vise goes to hold it all together so it's not flopping around, would probably help. And evenly spaced and marked holes would definitely clean that up considerably. Now I'm going to track down some more leather and really get this to where it's pretty. As I do not have a sewing machine currently, which sucks because I've got some things to mend and, well, modify more than mend. Okay, let's see, that one there. And yeah, I think next time I would definitely separate these, cut that pocket section and have it separate from, not just folded over, or I could have scored the back, most likely, and had it lay flatter than that. Definitely watch where your other hand is when you're poking your needle through, because these things are ridiculous. I don't know how they stay that sharp, because I have used this thing for all sorts of stuff. Especially wads and wads of paper, right? Okay, all the way through, back it up, make your loop, like so. Oh, got caught. Too many bulldog clips, I say. Pull it through, and that's it. Like, for real. really excited. I love when a plan comes together. Okay, punch it through, pull it back, end through your loop. Okay, these bulldog clips and buckets are starting to drive me bonkers. Hang on. Let's see, make sure at the right. Pull the end through, yes? Yes, okay. Pull it taut. Poke it in your next hole. There we go. All the way through though. Otherwise it doesn't pull back that loop. Look, things. Things and stuff for my peeps. Speaking of, the next set of Oracle cards. Oh no, I'm going to do the second set of art journal prompts. Those cards should be up first week of March. And it's so funny, every time I get a set actually finished and approved and whatever, I have at least 3 more decks pop into my head. So listing them, planning them, all of that takes longer than it does to get them up, which is weird. Okay, all the way through, pull it back, make that little loop right there, like so. Also, I was looking into the VR filming. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos in that yet. I watch several bands and stuff that do that, and you can take your cell phone and look like all around everywhere, and you see everything in the room that was around them when they filmed. I don't know, we need a 360 for craft stuff, but a 180 for the art table and how it's all set up, I think that would be amazing fun. But that's future plans, because I'm pretty sure the cameras for that aren't cheap. I haven't even looked into the actual cameras yet. It's like, I typically believe if you have to ask, you can't afford it yet. But yeah, I really want to do that. I think that would be awesome. Okay. Okay, all the way through, so you get a nice loop, and that's it. See how easy that is? Now granted, this is taking me a little longer than I'd like because I'm chasing it all over the table. But I see how if you're traveling or out camping or something, how this thing would be absolutely priceless to have. Like, for real. So, yeah, I was gifted this one, and I do believe I'm going to have to buy one for the camping bag. Not that I have a tent, but there's all sorts of things you can fix while you're out camping, right? Usually I have a strap on a bag break more than, you know, anything else. Besides, you never know what you need to lash together anyway. I love camping. Cannot wait till it warms up a little more, especially overnight. Last time I went, it was gorgeous during the day. The evening was beautiful. By 3 in the morning, absolutely freezing to death. It's like, oh my God. Okay, what did I do there? What did I do? Okay, there we go, back it up. I just twisted it a little. I am so tickled that this works as well as it does. Like, yeah, this is great. I will have to look into different types of threads and stuff. Like different colored threads and whatever. The wax thread is working excessively well. which normally I'm not a fan of it because it feels tacky when your hands warm up, you know. It's the only time I have circulation in my hands is when I'm doing this stuff. Okay, all the way through, move that, back it out, shove tail through loop, pull through, pull taut, next hole. Nice. See? Yeah, I'm digging that. That's great. I'm going to have to make more of these. Once I track down some leather, because I'm digging it in the leather. And I know several people I must make some for once I get my stitching looking a little better. Or a lot better. Yes. Okay, now the only elastic I have on hand for yeah, it's skinnier than this. I think I'll use it for now when I put this together. But I am going to have to get some, I think it's the, no, it's probably 2 sizes up from what I have. I have a real skinny one, which works for like beads and stuff, but it's not real good for anything else. Ow! Oh, that was awesome. Couldn't do that if I tried on purpose. Okay. Ugh. The corners are a little trick, but that's okay. Okay, pull that tight. All the way through, pull it back out. There's our loop. That goes through here. Pull it all the way through, pull it taut. See? Sexy. Next hole. And the reason I put bulldog clips on it was so the holes were lined up and I didn't have to worry about trying to line them up as I went. Which I'm glad that I did, even though everything gets caught on them. Okay, there we go. I'm hoping we squeak by with that length of tail there. We ought to. Go back up a little. There we go. There's always somebody walking up and down the alley, so the dogs are always like crazy. It keeps clouding out, but I don't know if it's actually going to do anything or not. Other than cause migraines and dogs to get grumpy at each other. Totally over that. Especially the last throwdown they had. Ended up with a dog bite in my shin. Not a good time. Still healing, though it looks considerably better than it did, but just a massive hole. Separated the fat layer and skin from the muscle. Took off the top layer of the muscle cover there. So that's fabulous. Not that I had model-worthy legs anyway, but yeah, now it's like, ew. Ew. Okay, all the way through. Here we go. Okay, I'm pulling that much tighter somehow. Oh, wait, not all the way. Not all the way out yet. There we go. And yeah, see, with some wiggling and such, you get it to sit kind of flat. All the way through. Back it up a hair. Pull your thing. Pull both of those. And do like so. And we're on. Oh, I didn't time that, did I? Because it does take longer with it flopping around on the table, I'm noticing. Okay, that one does not want to sit nice and flat. Ooh, getting close to the end here. Let's see, 2 more holes. And what I did on the other one was just some back stitching, as you would with the sewing machine. Like, let's see, last hole, all the way through, pull it back till you get a loop, tail through the loop, pull both sides taut. Okay, and then through the hole you just did previously, which is a little trickier now that it's full of thread. Back it up, get your loop, put your tail through. And I did several of those, like 2 or 3, 4 stitches maybe. Where are you? Where are you? Right there. Okay, all the way through, back it up till you have a loop, put your tail through, pull it through. Okay, so standard back stitch. I'm going to do one more just for giggles. Oh, my hands are getting really hot, which feels really odd for me. Because normally they're ice cold, hands and feet. Okay, this one I'm going to pull that through and pull it so that we can pull this tail through. The reason I'm doing that, we're going to pull this thread along here, and we're going to trim it. So there's our awl, and then I'm just going to knot. I hate knotting waxed thread. It's like, no, I don't want to make that shape, thank you. It's like, but you need to. Okay, just going to put that a quick tug right there. Give it a trim. I left that a little longer than I should have. Don't really care. And it's a little bit hideous. It looks homemade at the moment. But for first attempt, I will take it. Actually, yeah, would have. See where these make this loop here? Had I trimmed that piece, like cut it, laid it over, and then just stitched it, that would avoid that. But it does give a nice stout edge, which is fun. Not sure what to do with the cover. I haven't done any actual leather work in years and years and years. I think I'm just going to let it wear naturally. Okay, I might stain it or dye it. Okay, so now I've just got to punch holes. That's stitching there in the front. And yeah, had I measured and made that pretty, that'd be fine. The tension feels okay. Let's see, that was the second one though. Or was it? No, that was the first one. Yeah, the tension feels okay, but does need some practice. That's the inside. So, yeah. Now it's a book cover, or we'll turn it into a journal. Let's say I put markings there. So probably about there, about there. Oh no, let's do about there, that one, and then that one. Yeah. Oh, we should. Let's see, between the two. No. There. About there. So what I'll do now, is get my cutting board, which is still covered in glitter, which is ridiculous. I'm going to use the awl even with the thread in it. And make sure we've got a decent hole. Ooh, oh, that makes the cutest French knot, kind of. That's so not even. And I so don't care. This was a cute little project. Okay, let me hold that. Right there. Watch your fingers. I'm not sure why I'm doing it from the inside to the outside again. I tend to do that. Probably because that's where my markings are. Because I don't care if they're seen or not. Okay, so two, one for center, one for there, yeah? Out of curiosity. Oh wait, I've got a, let's see. Let's use that one. Let's use that one. I need to tighten those anyway. That should then, oh, we can fit a bunch of those in there. Ooh, game on. Dig in the, oh, I don't want to make any more of these though. I really don't. Oh, I probably will. Who am I kidding? Okay. Now, if we string elastic, let's see, we'll need an end up through there, there, down, under. Okay. Let's see if I can remember how to do that part, yeah? I don't think it matters if I use black or white. I'll go with black because that's what I've got open. Alright, so this will be our open end. Oh, I'm gonna thread it with a thing. Okay, what am I hearing outside? Oh, it's the chickens. Of course it is. Stupid chickens. Thought they'd given it a rest for the day. Apparently they have not. Alright, I want more of a straight. There we go. Don't mind my mess right here. It's funny, we have all these little boxes and organizers, which is great, and they do fine for the most part, but there's always that one, see, look, there's always that one corner that's like, no, I'm not doing it, see? Organized-ish, except for that one corner. Okay, this still has a decent size eye on it. Oh, but it may not quite work for what I'm trying to do. We shall see. No. Dang it. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's see. That one's massive. Well, fine. We'll just go with a giant one. That's way bigger than we need. Because round elastic, I have issues threading anyway. Flat elastic, not so much. Come on, dude. Two hours later. Okay, let me put the lid down or I will spill that everywhere. Ask me how I know. Okay. Thread our elastic. I want to go up through here. Check. Ugh. Because that's a smaller hole than the eye of the needle. Oh. Oh. I've had Eye of the Needle stuck in my head. The song by VIXIA. Absolutely genius song. And I love the video. combines ballet and drums, two of my favorite things in the world. Two of. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not sure why it's been stuck in my head. Alright, we're going to go down our other hole here. Away from your face. There we go. Okay, we're going to do like so. Yes? Yes. Down to the corresponding hole. I suppose you could crisscross them. I've never tried that. Okay, we don't want them too tight yet. Ugh. Make sure it's nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Now I'm going to pull it a little tighter. I'm going to go back up to our first hole. Pull that elastic aside, shove it back through the same hole. Okay. To play with our tension here in a minute. Back through the second hole. Just do it. Make sure they lay nice. Down to the third hole. Trying not to poke in the elastic itself, right? I'm sure you guys know that though. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm sure when it's full of books it's not going to do that. We shall see. In the fourth hole. Make sure this part lays nice. Okay. No, that one's too loose there. Which one is that? The first one? Most likely. Yes. Okay, I'm going to turn it inside out a little bit here, like so, because what I want to do is tie these here. Usually I put 3 knots in it, and I'll leave this tail long until I know, because that way I can always rearrange later and it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. But that gives me 4 elastics. So if I do, let's see, where did we do that? Right there. Okay, so each of these elastics can hold 2 or more books depending on where your jump bands are, right? Like so. And yeah, I can even do bigger books. Wow, that came out huge. Huge. Well, Lucy's not exactly scrawny. Oh, it came out. Nice. I'm so tickled. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, and then I've got like a giant pocket here, which in Lucy I used as an extra book holder. So I have an extra book back here. I just slid the cover in here, right? Because that one stays in here. Oh my gosh, you guys, that worked. I'm so chuffed right now. You have no idea. We'll have to get some chubbier elastic, because I like this size. This size is fantastic. Don't ask me what size it is. I don't know. I just know it's bigger than the one that I have. Okay, so I put that in there. That goes there. Now, before you put your center holder elastic on, and you don't have to do one of these if you don't want to. You could do one up through and around like my other planners. I like these on the notebook covers. I just do. I don't know why. Maybe it's somewhere for dangly bits, which I love. But if you want a tag type of holder like this, put it on before you tie your elastic. Otherwise, you can use your jewelry attachments and whatnot. Put a ring on there. I end up putting a lobster claw. I make up random little bits, right? With a jewelry lobster claw on it. And that way I can change them out as I want to, or turn them into necklaces on the fly, or, you know, whatever. Whatever's clever. And this one, actually, I'm surprised it's held up as well as it has. And each one of my charms has a special meaning for me, so that's nice too. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how big I need that. That's quite... I always mess up on this too, because I always want to just do that, pull it through, but then I can never get my needle out. So what I'm going to do is poke through here gently. Now you don't have to have one hole, you can have one next to another one if you'd like a little more security on that. All right, I'm going to hold that long, hopefully. Because now I'm going to go through the same hole I just went through, very gently, not to pull it. I want just enough. Yeah, that elastic's not nearly thick enough. That's okay. When I take it off, if it's still in good nick, I will use it for something other. Okay, holding on. Hold on to the loop you just made. Take your needle out. Do not let go of this, or you'll have to do it over again. And then we're going to pull this until these two match-ish. Okay, these are not tight yet, so don't just reef on anything, right? Don't grab real tight. I'm holding it down on the inside with my finger. Oh, we have a lot of wiggle room on this one, I think. I'm going to tie it right there. Pull it back just a little bit. And I'm going to tie the two at the same time. If you're worried about that staying or pulling through, you could put a charm or a bead or, you know, a button or something flat there as well. I haven't had any issues with mine. Knock on something. But as you do, a big chunky knot. It's not pretty, but it'll do. I'll leave that long for the moment. Once I get some books in here, that should help considerably. Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked. Now, if you are a perfectionist, as I used to be, and on occasion are, yeah, this would horrify you. But as far as proof of concept, I will in fact accept it. I can see all the things I need practice on. So I'll take it as a learning thing. Quite the lesson. I did learn how to use the Speedy, what is it? The Speedy Stitcher sewing awl, like for real. So that was my goal today, and I achieved it. And yeah, I have another Traveler's Notebook cover. See that? I could use that as a sketchbook when I do go camping or something. I don't know. Don't know. No, I just want to go camping. Not that I ever don't want to go camping. But yeah, I believe you can get these still at like Walmart and Hobby Lobby and stuff. But yeah, I'm tickled. That's really, really cool. If you do have practice with one of these and you have any tips for any of us, hit us up in the comments below. it is really easy to learn, and once you get the hang of it, you get better. And I don't advise doing it freehand. If you can hold it together and do it, way quicker. And probably a lot safer. Alright, you guys, I am going to pack up this mess and pull out... Oh, no, not gonna. I need to go work on a banner. I have 2 banners to do, but I'll show you those when they're done, most likely. But yeah, for this video, thanks for hanging out. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye-bye. Hey, sweeties. Thank you for watching my video. I'll pop up something up here somewhere so that you can click to either another playlist or another video, whatever YouTube pops up for you. Make sure you give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't hurt my feelings either way. And make sure that you're subscribed and you hit my notification bell. For real, ring my bell. Anyhow, but as YouTube changes and updates, sometimes those things fall off without anybody noticing one way or the other. So make sure all of your subscriptions are where you want them to be, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. Okay, bye.